Good morning. I'm Eyewitness News Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca live in the Pinpoint Weather Yard outside our studios here in East Providence, where it's just tapered to flurries right now. Most of the accumulating snow has occurred. It's a wet, sticky, and heavy snow. I'm going to estimate we've picked up about 10 inches here in the weather yard. And because the snow is almost like mashed potatoes, very sticky, it clings to everything. Look above me, the trees, and they're laden with very heavy snow. And as a result, some of these tree limbs have been sagging, and these are pictures that are pretty common throughout the state. And as a result, some of these sagging limbs on the power lines combined with strong and gusty wind have allowed some isolated power outages to occur. So it's the kind of snow that's real wet and heavy. It causes limbs to sag. It's very difficult to move, and it's very heavy. And even when the snow ends, with the wind still blowing today, a lot of drifting and blowing and poor visibility will continue, even though the snow itself will come to an end as the storm system pulls away. I want to show you a live pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. Even though it's raining out across parts of the Cape, I do expect it to change to snow there very shortly. That green represents rain. Notice across most of Rhode Island, the snow has come to an end. I think from here on out, it's just light snow showers. We do have some accumulating steady snow in southeastern Massachusetts right now. This area shaded in red. An additional 1 to 3 inches expected in that narrow, heavy band, but even that will start to pull offshore as well. Accumulations so far now, most of this has been realized already, but West Warwick 12 inches, Woonsocket a foot, East Providence here at our studios about 10, Warwick at 11, Cumberland 10, South Attleboro 10, Middletown 8.5, close to 9. So statewide, we've picked up anywhere between roughly 8 and almost 14 inches of snow. This has been a very powerful storm in terms of wind. We're talking hurricane force wind gusts overnight last night out on the Cape of Wellfleet, Massachusetts, had a gust up to 80 miles per hour. Elsewhere, winds were gusting between 40 and 60, causing considerable blowing and drifting of the snow. So from here on out, just additional light accumulations. Most of it has fallen already, but the very strong wind will continue. So when the plows clear the roads, the wind blows the snow right back over. So do exercise caution traveling. The roads are still slick.
Welcome back. It's now 8:53. We have continuing coverage of our Pinpoint Weather Alert this morning. Looking at some live pictures over Providence, you can see all the buildings there covered in snow, and the snow is continuing to fall this morning. Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with the latest on our blizzard warning. Tony, when is this snow going to start winding down today?
Look at those live pictures from Providence right now, and you can see the visibility has really improved. So across most of Rhode Island, it's pretty much a done deal as far as heavy snow. From here on out, it's just light snow showers. However, across southeastern Massachusetts, we're still getting some bands of heavy snow. We can go to live pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, and it's right in about this zone where they're getting some pretty heavy snow. This is essentially where the rain snow line has set up. The green is rain across the outer Cape and Islands, but even there, a quick change over to all snow will occur very shortly. The winds are still very busy on the order of 35 to 45 miles per hour. At one point during the overnight, they were gusting to hurricane force out across parts of Cape Cod, but they're still pretty busy. Temperatures upper 20s to low 30s, even across the Cape and Islands where it's fairly mild right now with rain. A rapid temperature drop expected, and it will change over to snow there with several inches of accumulation on the Cape where it's rained throughout most of the night. And Michelle, we thank our viewers who have been sending us storm reports and weather pictures all night and all night long. Most of the state now coming in with anywhere between roughly 9 and 14 inches of snow along with that strong wind.
Yeah, I would say on average across our area, we got a lot of 1 foot storm totals, which was what we expected from this nor'easter. And Melissa capturing this picture in New Bedford of the plows hard at work through the nighttime hours, a view from her window. And one of the workers out at T.F. Green Airport taking a moment to snap this photo of a snow-covered plane there. And you know, even though the snow is starting to wind down, there will be implications from this storm as far as getting back on track with travel times throughout the daytime today. Probably not back completely to normal on the East Coast until tomorrow, because not just here, but places like Newark, New Jersey reporting about 2 feet of snow. New York City with between 1 and 2 feet. Amounts so far in our area, as Tony said, right around 9 to 14 inches for most of our area. And we're still getting some reports in CityCam. Now starting to see, looks like some very wet snow falling on our camera lens. And we'll see it kind of at times flurry, light snow showers continuing over the next couple of hours, but the accumulating snow, at least here in Rhode Island, should be over with, although blizzard warning continues until noontime today, and that includes all the areas shaded in orange. And the blizzard, because it is being extended because not only is it the amount of snow that we see, but also the visibility and the winds combining, and we had that for 3 hours or more. But we are through the worst of it across much of our area. We're back to about 10 miles of visibility in Providence, just under 2 miles in Smithfield and Taunton. We're under a mile still in New Bedford, and Martha's Vineyard under a mile. So the precipitation is going to taper off through noon. Any rain and sleet is going to change back to snow. We are going to see some blowing and drifting, and could still see some 40, 50 mile an hour wind gusts even into this afternoon. Our nor'easter, our low pressure center, just east of the Cape right now, it'll be lifting up into southeastern Canada. So as it gets further away, the snow continues to wind down, but it is still slow going this morning out on the roadways this afternoon. Skies may even show a few breaks by the end of the day, but I do expect it to be windy and bitter cold down into the 20s this afternoon, and then overnight tonight all the way down into the lower teens. So on average about 10 to 16 inches across most of our area by the time all the reports come in. About 6 to 11 inches as you head into Buzzards Bay, and then from the outer Cape and the islands it drops down dramatically. We do have temperatures that are going to be moderating in the coming week and some dry times. You get an opportunity to clean up, and by New Year's Eve and New Year's Day temperatures should be well into the 40s, and it does look dry and fairly cool for New Year's Eve revelers on Friday night.